Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2023 as we continue our road to glory run with Banbury United F.C. in the Championship League. About to start our second season since getting relegated, although this season's starting to look a little bit better. We do have a better team than we did last year. We also ended last year on a pretty solid tactic, so we're going to hopefully stick with that going into this season. But let's go into these first two games. First one up is against Derby, who we lost and drew against last year. So hopefully we can get a win. Let's get into it. All right, here we are. As you can see, nothing's happened. I mean, I think that was just a couple days that I fast forwarded since the end of the last episode. Really no new transfer information to bring up just yet. I mean, I did send a couple guys out on a loan that we weren't going to be using, Katongo and who the other guy was, but people that we weren't going to be using, weren't registered or anything like that. We are fully registered right now. We do have 25 registrations already locked in. I am looking at a 20-year-old that we wouldn't have to register. Probably paying a little more for him than I probably should, but he's at a good enough rating to get into the team today, and he can get to like a premier level if he develops, well. So we'll see. If I get him, I'll show him to you. It might even pop up between now and the next episode because I am going to skip over the Crawley game and bring you guys back for Nottingham Forest after that. So let's go and get to this Derby game. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of injuries today, as you can see, or at least people coming back from injuries. We got Hurd, Carew, Watts all injured. Spagnoli and Camoli both coming back from injuries, so I'm going to try not to play them today. But we still have a good, solid team. Angelini obviously is a very good goalkeeper. We're going to be fine with him. We've got Bedford on the left, Jonathan on the right, Theodoro and Morner in the middle, Mandanda and Didio in the midfield, with Fisher on the left wing, Fletcher on the right wing, Umaro in the attacking midfielder spot, and Campbell up front. Most of our injuries are really only affecting us in the kind of the substitute side of things. We might not be having our absolute best substitutes over here, but honestly, these are all pretty much our starters. The only difference was I think I was going to start Hurd over Fletcher, but we obviously started Fletcher plenty of times last season. No issues there whatsoever. And then Theodoro, I would have started Carew in his place, but again, Theodoro is just going to be fine. And of course, the goalkeeper, but we already know about Angelini. He is going to be good as well. So let's get into this and hope that we can start this season off on an extremely solid footing. I mean, this game against Derby, like I said, we drew and they beat us by 1. So it's not like they blew us out of the water by any stretch of the imagination last season, even with us playing poorly. But they're definitely a team that getting a win would look really, really good for how we have things set up for this season. And this is away from home, so even more of I guess a challenge, if you will. Looks like they're playing a 4-4-2. Should be interesting. A whole lot of nothing so far. There we go. There's Theodore with the ball. Gets it over to Bedford on this left-hand side. Bedford pushing it up. He's just going to get right into the ankles of the guy in front of him, but he does get it away. Didio goes for goal. Actually was not that far off. At least it didn't look like it from that angle. I don't know if I would advise that type of shot on a regular basis, but if he felt like he had an opening, which he did, and he did not miss it by much, I can't fault him too much for that. When there's Fisher with the ball, gets it back to Bedford. Bedford's going to get it across. There's Didio. Oh! And Campbell's going to be able to force that one through. Didio basically made that one happen, but Campbell obviously with the literal heads-up play and nodding that one into the goal. I mean, Didio really wants the goal here. You can tell. But yeah, Campbell just getting over there, getting his head on it. Excellent work from Campbell. And I think good work from Didio putting the pressure there in the first place. I mean, if Didio doesn't... I mean, this is on target. This looks like this is going in the back of the net. If this guy does not get there, I don't think goalkeeper gets there. I think this one goes right into the back of the net, which would have been an awesome goal to start the season off with. Don't get me wrong, but I can't fault. It is what it is. And Campbell again following through was great. So I'm happy with that. There's Morner with the ball over to Theodore. Oops, sorry. Fisher now got it. Bedford now going to get it across to Umaro, back to Mandanda. Theodore up to Bedford. We're being pretty patient, but there we go. There's Campbell with the chance. He just... little boop. It just slowly rolls in. No power, no nothing, but he didn't need it. I mean, the real play here was it Theodore? No, it's Bedford with the long, just perfect, man, perfect placement by Bedford. Campbell had 2 guys near him and was still able to get enough of something to get that towards the goal, and that's all he needed. Come on, guys, keep this type of... If you guys keep this up for the entire season, this is going to be a fun season. It's going to be a really fun season. No, I'm absolutely pleased. Let's keep it up here in the second half. We've taken 13 shots. Granted, only 3 on target, but I would like to see a little bit more on target, probably. 15 and 5. That's not bad. 33% on target. Jonathan, throw it into Fletcher. Fletcher gonna get it. He's gonna run around this backside. Gets it over to Bedford. There's up to Mandanda. Mandanda, not really on target on that one. So that's gonna be another shot off target, unfortunately. I mean, I like that we're keeping pressure. Oh, I didn't even do any subs. I was too distracted by everything that's going on. We will do some subs here in a moment, probably after this highlight. Come on, play some good defense, guys. All right, we got a little bit lucky there, I think. All right, let's get some subs in here. We obviously have several yellow cards we need to get out here. Oh man, Theodore is playing pretty poorly. He's actually the only one who's playing like really bad. So Owen can come in for him. Do I just bring somebody else in for the other one? Spagnoli would have been my backup for here, although we can bring Keddy into that spot, and that wouldn't be bad. We'll bring Keddy in. Fisher can drop out for Griffith. Bring him in, and we'll go with that for now. We don't really have anybody else who can sub in for Morner. We could always move Bedford over and bring Cumberbatch in if we feel like we need to, just to get the yellow card out of there. Let's run with this for now. There's actually several guys that are more tired than Morner. So hopefully Morner could just settle down and everything will be okay. All right, 70 minutes. Who do we have for Fletcher? I think we have Salisbury's the only person that could play over there. Oh no, I'm sorry, Hawkshaw. I think was gonna be my guy for over there. We'll bring Hawkshaw in. And I think we will go ahead and make this move. Let's just swap you guys around. I think it's gonna be a little bit better. And then Cumberbatch can come in, and that's gonna be our 5 subs. Changing up our entire defense, yeah, maybe not the smartest thing in the world, but I mean, I really don't want to get guys into red card trouble this early on in the season. Just need to hold on. Don't really need to do anything fancy here in the second half. 18 shots, 6 on target. I mean, again, I wish we had a little bit more on target. 33% on target doesn't feel great, but a lot of shots, I mean, still puts pressure on them, I guess. Overall, not too bad. A couple guys didn't play especially well. Theodore, obviously, playing pretty poorly. A lot of that might have just been because of the yellow card. But, I know, we'll take it. I mean, we got to win. 2-goal win over Derby. Again, a team that we did not successfully beat last year. Looks like we're just going to tell Theodore. Come on, buddy. Straighten up, buddy. Who else? We're going to talk to Bedford and the DO. Obviously Campbell and all 3 of you guys. I'm delighted. Good job. Oh, looks switched off. Come on, man. That's all right. The rest of the others were very happy with my comments. Well, there we go. I mean, the media had us top 9 coming into this season, basically. And so currently top 3, 1 game in. I mean, whatever that, whatever you can hold on to for that. But, yeah. Anything here that we can deal with real quick? Jonathan making his debut. Bedford on form, looking great on that left-hand side. No, I'm pretty happy with things so far. We'll be right back. Like I said, I'm going to go do the Carabao Cup game away from our offline. What are they, League One or something like that? Yeah, they're League One. So, should be a game that we can win. But I don't really care too much about the Carabao Cup. We'll be back for Nottingham Forest after that. All right, we are back. As you can see, we did win our game against Crawley, beat them 2-0. We got a goal from Campbell and a goal from Lee Harris in this game. All in all, not too bad. Up next, we have Nottingham Forest, which we did win once and lose once last season. So we split it last season. Hopefully we can get off to a good start this season with our first one being a home game here. Before I get into the game, though, I do want to show you that we did bring a new player in. Ignore this. I don't know that we're going to go through with that because we don't have a place to put this particular guy. This is a loanee that my director of football is pulling in. I mean, he looks good, but since loanees have to be registered even if they're underage, we just don't have anybody to drop, I don't think. We'll take a look at him again, though. Before I just flat out deny it, I'll take another look. But the guy that we brought in is Ceballos here. Franco Ceballos. Before I get into that, I will show you that we did sell Al Gray over here. Sold him for a very small amount of money. And then, like I said, we did send a couple guys out on loan. So cleaning up some of the guys that aren't going to be making it long-term for us seemed like a good idea. But Ceballos here is probably a guy that's going to make it long-term for us. We spent a good chunk of money on him, obviously, as you can see. Probably more than I should have, but I think he's going to be pretty good. 6.5 mil could go up to 8.25. But he comes in here as a 3-star. Current ability could be as high as 5-star. Could be a premier level player according to our scouts. Midfielder, can play as a ball-winning midfielder, which is what we want. And, I mean, he's got pretty decent, he's got good tackling, pretty decent marking. His bravery is awesome. His teamwork is awesome. His work rate is awesome. His stamina is pretty awesome. His balance is pretty awesome. His agility is pretty good. Like, he's got a lot of good stats, and he's 20 years old, so he's definitely got worm ahead of him. The only negative that I see, I mean, he's even a hard-working midfielder. I mean, that's awesome. He's fickle personality. I don't know how much of an impact that's going to make on things, but otherwise, he looks really strong. I mean, he's very strong with both left and right feet. Like, this guy looks really good. Whether or not we overpaid for him, I don't know. He's only played like twice. We don't have a lot of evidence on how good he's going to be, like actually, but he looks good statistically. He's basically, what I mean is he's good in all the right places. You want a very high work rate and teamwork midfielder. They can just anchor your midfield, and this guy looks like he could be the guy that does that for us. And again, plenty of room to grow. So really hoping for some good things from him. He, in his first game again, the Carabao Cup that we played him in, he did hit up a 7.6 rating. So can't go wrong with that. It's a good way to start things. But yeah, he actually is going to come in here as our best ball-winning midfielder. So he's going to be starting quite a bit for us, which is something I wasn't really expecting. I thought he'd come in as just as an under 21 that I could just sneak in without having to register, and then maybe we could develop into something amazing down the road. He looks like he's going to be a guy that we could play right now, and hopefully a guy that can develop into be a premier level player for us at the next level, which is something we really, really desperately need. So that's him. But let's go ahead and get into today's game. Here is the team we're bringing today, and that was our yawn for this season. So hopefully, I got the yawn early in the season, so hopefully that means we're going to play well this season. I think last season that was my problem. I didn't yawn until the end of the season, so I'm sorry. Angelina's still in goal. Alan Watts still a bit injured. He should be back here in a couple days, though. We will have him back, and but Angelini obviously holding down the fort, doing great stuff there. Same basic team as we did last time, honestly, with the only change I think being Ceballos. We got Bedford on the left, Jonathan on the right, Theodoro on the left side here. Is that where we want? Yeah, that's where I want him. Just making sure. Mortar in on the right of the central defender role. Ceballos and Didio in the midfield with Fisher on the left wing, Fletcher on the right wing. Unfortunately, Hurd is still injured as well. Umaro is our attacking midfielder, and Campbell up front. Campbell already on 3 goals for the season. Let's go. Looking forward to some good stuff here. We need to get a good win here. This is a good way to make a statement. Going 3-0 in our first 3 games would be pretty awesome. Again, especially against a team that we did lose against them early in the season last year. We won later in the season. So once we started fixing our form, that's when we won. Hopefully we can kind of hold on to that good form and beat them again today. But we know that this is a pretty decent team. This is the team, one of the teams that came down with us when we dropped out of the Premier League. Obviously, they stayed down here with us, so they didn't make it back up, just like we didn't. But we know they're a decent team. There's Ceballos. Good takeaway from them already. Bedford with the ball. He's just going to give it up, though. That's not good play by Bedford. We know Bedford can play. But there's Fisher coming in there, though. He's just kind of flicking away there. Unfortunately, not able to get to one of our players, but able to keep some... Oh, there we go. Campbell with the ball. Didio now. Back to Mortar. Up to Didio. Fletcher with the ball. Gets it all the way up. Campbell's going to make a run for it. It's just him and the goalkeeper. Good save by the goalkeeper. I mean, I think Campbell could have made a better move there to potentially put that one in, but honestly, the goalkeeper just stayed strong. stayed well there. Did what he needed to do. Why is it showing friendlies here? I want to see some ship scores. I don't know why I showed that. It's kind of weird. Come on, guys. There's Angelini with the ball. Gets it over to Theodoru. Bedford now. Gonna push it back to Theodoru. Over to Mourner. Being pretty patient all this, in this run. So that's... Oh, that was bad right there. That is not what we want to see. Nor is that. Nor is that. I mean, Didio... do I put the blame on Didio there? Yeah, I think Didio could have played that better. Gotten to that ball, closed that down quicker so the other guy couldn't have got on it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jonathan could have made a better pass, but Didio got to the ball. He should have kept it. Here's Bedford with the throw in. Into Mourner, up to Ceballos. Umaro back to Fisher. Ceballos again with the ball, gets it back to Theodoru. Come on, guys. There's Mourner, up to Didio, all the way up. Campbell has a chance. Not able to get there. Maybe the injury affected him there. I may try and sub him out at halftime here. Don't really want to sub him out now if we can help it. There's Fisher with the ball over to Ceballos. Umaru just gets it taken away. Oh, he comes back for it. Bedford now with the ball back to Theodoru. Over to Didio. Gets it up. There, Campbell has a good move now. He's going to have a chance. And he gets it in. Hopefully his injury's not too bad. It didn't look like it affected him on that one. Drawn back up. That's good stuff. I mean, at home, we want the win, obviously. But we'll take drawing into halftime, if that is in fact what ends up being. Corner kick coming in from Amaro. Oh, Mourner. I thought he might have had a chance there, but just wasn't quite on target. I mean, we're looking good. We're looking like we should be winning right now, but obviously it is what it is. I am happy with the number of shots so far. How are you looking, my friend? Wants to stay on, but injury is affecting him. I'll leave him on for a little bit longer. And he wants to stay on, so we're gonna try to give him a chance to stay on here. There's Angelini with the ball. Gets it over to Theodoru. Up to Bedford. Come on, guys. That was not sure what that was, actually, at all. Oh, Theodoru. My goodness. We're going to lose a game that we have no business losing. Because we've, in my opinion, other than two stupid mistakes, played better than them. Oh, good save by Angelini. Come on, clear that out. Good. Don't give him one here now, guys. That was a good save. Tell your goalkeeper thank you by defending here now. All right, we're going to get a corner kick. Let's wait for this corner kick, and then we'll try to get a sub in. All right, good stuff there. Let's plan a sub here. Ceballos, I mean, I talked him up. I mean, I think his down score here is because of his yellow card. So I don't think he's played poorly. I think he's just sitting on a yellow card, which is, I mean, a ball-winning midfielder is going to get some yellow cards from time to time. That's just going to be the way it is. I'm going to leave Campbell on a little bit longer. He still wants to stay on. He looks happy. Who knows? I mean, for all we know, it's a hand injury. We don't know what it is. Did it say? I don't think it said. Angelina rolling out to Mourner, up to Didio, over to Ceballos. Ceballos gets it over to Fisher over here on the right-hand side. Not Fisher, sorry, Fletcher. I always get them backwards. Jonathan with the ball. Come on, guys. Theodoru. Over to Bedford. Bedford, don't give it up again, buddy. There he goes. Gets it up to Fisher. Fisher over to Ceballos. Back to Theodoru. We're slowly pushing up. There we go. There's Bedford making a good move. He's got a chance. Gets it over to Campbell. Oh, Campbell. Oh, we needed that one, buddy. I think we will be getting Campbell out at the 60-minute mark. We got to get him out. And Fine should be a good enough goalkeeper to be able to make something happen here. Yeah, we got to get him out. I don't know how bad his injury is. I've pushed it probably more than I already should have. Jonathan's not looking great, but he says he's motivated. I don't know what I want to do here. Tempted to go with that and just do another sub, to do all my other subs at the 70-minute mark. I think we will. We're just going to get fine in here. Come on, guys. We absolutely deserve to win this thing at this point. All right. Mourner's getting pretty tired. Bring Kamali into that spot. Both Fisher and Amaru are a little bit tired. We'll bring Griffith in, and I think we'll bring Salisbury in. And that'll be our 5. Let's go. This is a team that can definitely do this. Let's finish this off. We need a second goal. We deserve a second goal. We are getting a highlight here. I probably shouldn't shout just in case something good happens here. Angelina with the ball here. Rolls it over to Kamali. Up to Jonathan. Jonathan pushes it up to Fletcher. Fletcher making a move here. Gets across to Griffiths. Griffiths got it up to Fine. Fine has a chance. No, don't take that away from him. How do you see that? Like, I get if it went to review and they called him on it. Come on. How do you see that? Okay, so we will demand more. I can't believe we got that one taken away. We should win this game, and we're going to get taken away from us, I think. It's going to be a draw, it looks like. And another chance here. One last chance. Bedford pushing the ball up. Gets it all the way back to Theodoru. Gets it up to Bedford. Come on, guys. Oh, come on. Well, we got FM'd in that one, didn't we? I mean, that was... Bedford. What happened to Bedford today? Bedford has played extremely well for a while, and then today he's made so many mistakes where he just gives up the ball, and then that's twice, I think, that's led to a goal. Or a mistake that, you know, led to something. I mean, that's just... There's no excuse. We should have won that game. No excuse. I think I have every right to be upset with the team. Definitely not happy, guys. I mean, I'm not going to blame Fine Griffiths for this, though. They only came on for a few minutes there at the end. It's really the guys at the front. So I'm just going to leave it as is for now. Can't believe we lost that one. Definitely should not have lost that one. I mean, the team looks fine, though. I'm not going to... I think we're good enough that I don't need to stress it too much. Pulled knee ligament, of course. I mean, I probably pushed him too much there. He said he wanted to stay on, so I'm trusting the player a little bit there, I suppose. But maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, I want to call that one a... I don't want to judge too much on this one, because I think that we looked like the better team, except for a couple mistakes, a couple specific mistakes. Otherwise, we looked like the better team, and I think we got robbed a little bit there. So I'm gonna assume that that's just one that we just threw out the window, and just the team is just playing okay, and we'll come back from that. So, all right, I'm gonna bring you guys back somewhere down here in one of these trio of home games, most likely. As you can see, we do play Swindon in the next Carabao Cup round. Another League One team. Probably not going to bother showing you that one. So yeah, we'll come down here for either Birmingham, Millwall, West Brom, something like that. But yeah, I think we got a good team. I think we got a solid team. Even when we lose, we looked pretty good. So that's definitely a change from last season. So hopefully we're not going to go on a losing streak all of a sudden, and I'll have to eat my words. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.